Hey there and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing another haul. I have 3 fragrances to share with you guys. It is going to be a short but hopefully exciting haul, and one of them is a woman's fragrance and 2 are men's. So I'll start with the woman's fragrance, and usually I smell my samples when it's just like a sample. I'll leave the larger bottles as blind buys, but I decided to just keep them all the same. I've had a pretty busy day, so they're gonna be all blind buys. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Those are 2 things that really help me out. It's been over a year now of making videos on YouTube, and I've enjoyed so much of the process. It's been really, really fun. And that would just really help me out and help my channel out. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. It's completely free and I can keep making videos for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm actually really excited about the sample, and it's unfortunately just one of those like rub off sample things, but I've been very curious about Voce Viva by Valentino. The campaign is with Lady Gaga, but it's obviously a Valentino fragrance. And I've been curious because I feel like it's gonna be very, very overrated. I remember when the campaign came out, I don't know if it was the bottle or just something about it gave me vibes like this is gonna be a fail for me personally. And I know that I'm going in with that bias, but I'm open to being proven wrong. So we're just gonna get into it. The notes are orange blossom, gardenia, bergamot, mandarin, musk, ginger, vanilla, tonka, sandalwood, and oak moss. Note wise, I'm actually completely on board. I feel like it's gonna be great, but I don't know what it is. I feel like anyways, that's my reasoning behind it. We're gonna open it up and I'm gonna take some off the sample and just, yeah, and okay. It's actually quite strong. I was thinking it might be light because it's like just one of these rub off samples, but there was more liquid in it than I was expecting. Okay, I put some on my hand and I'm gonna leave some in the card. It's way oilier than I was expecting, so maybe that means it's gonna have better lasting power, but scent wise, I definitely pick up orange blossom and it's great. That's one of my favorite floral notes. It's always gonna be. This one is not super grapey, but there's an element to it there. Okay, already I feel vindicated. This is a very, very overdone scent. And that's what I expected it to be. And I promise I was trying to be open-minded, but that's what I'm getting. This reminds me off the top of my head of at least 5 fragrances I already own in my collection. And granted, I have quite a large collection, but even more so that I don't even own. Like an orange blossom bergamot sweet fragrance has been done, redone, and overdone, I feel like, by so many designer houses, especially in the designer fragrance market. I feel like, not always, but sometimes niche houses will take a more adventurous run with orange blossom. I'm not as into indie houses, unfortunately, but even like they're definitely more adventurous with it. But I adore orange blossom, so this is coming from the perspective of someone who loves that note. You gotta get more creative with it. In my opinion, it's been so used and oversaturated in at least the women's fragrance market in the designer world, that for Valentino to come out with this as a new fragrance, not so new anymore, but like a relatively new fragrance, in my opinion, is disappointing. Based on this sample, I'm no more the wiser in the sense that I will not pick up a full bottle, unless of course it's like $19.99 or something, in which case, by all means, there's very few fragrances I wouldn't pick up for that price. But full price or anything close to, I just can't justify it. Just my opinion, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up because I know for a while it was a super popular talked about fragrance, and my opinion is I would skip. So I'm happy I got the sample and could check that out, but personally I would pass. All right, so now we're gonna get into the two large bottles. Like I mentioned, they're both men's fragrances, but I don't believe fragrance has a gender. I wear a bunch of men's, women, unisex fragrances, and I picked them up, so I wanted to share with you guys. Maybe you wanna wear them yourselves, maybe it's for a loved one, a birthday, whatever it may be, I wanted to share. So we will start, I will mention, by the time this goes up, it will be too late, but I want to mention that these were both actually super on sale here in Canada because at least one of them is definitely getting discontinued or is discontinued. Not really sure about the other, but keep an eye out, even if you don't live in Canada, on kind of fragrance websites. I always link the two I mainly buy from in the description box below. They might be a little more inexpensive, and if they happen to be your or your loved one's favorite, you might want to pick them up before they get harder to find. So we will start, I don't know which one, we'll start with the YSL one. So this is YSL La Nuit de L'Homme, and it's just the original, and it's an eau de toilette. This has cardamom, lavender, cedar, bergamot, vetiver, and caraway. It is a Dominique Ropion fragrance, which I adore that perfumer. So I have high hopes. This is what it looks like. Very dark, spiced and woody is what I'm getting, but let's discover it together. I have a suspicion, and a sneaking suspicion based on the notes, that this is going to be not one that's particularly unisex. I feel like it's going to be pretty male leaning, but I might be wrong. It's a total blind buy for me, so. Ooh, wow. Oh my God, I love this. Wow, it's reminding me of something of, wow, it's reminding me of a particular body wash that used to be at Bath & Body Works. I'm not sure if it's still there. I haven't been there in ages. I doubt it is, but there was a line of body washes and like men's colognes that were like woods, ocean, forest, something like that. There was 4 of them. It's reminding me of that range. They were super fresh and like hot guy scents is what I describe them to be, where it just, it smells delicious. And I remember I actually did buy them as gifts for a lot of people back then, of people that like I spent time with. So I was like, oh, I want you to smell this way, which I feel like a lot of women do. If you're into fragrance, you like make the men in your life smell like the colognes you like, which I'm all for. This is such a nice one. This is 100% something I'd wear. It's actually less ultra masculine than I thought it was gonna be. It's really nice. It's kind of like a citrusy, like spiced citrusy, yeah, like sweet woods. I feel like there's definitely a sweet element to it. It just smells like the most attractive European man that has just taken you out on a very romantic date, and you've like hugged them to say hello, and this is what they smell like. Very descriptive, but oh my God, I love this. Dominique Ropion, I mean, he can do no wrong. I really, really like this. I would 100% recommend this. If you're like me and if you're a woman and you're like me and you don't care what the fragrance is being marketed towards, this actually isn't super, super, super masculine. It obviously smells somewhat masculine, but on the spectrum, I would say because of that sweetness, it doesn't list vanilla, but I feel like I definitely get a sweetness to its woody to counterbalance like the woodiness to this, and I like it. I really, really love this one. So pleasantly surprised, because out of the two, like the next one I'm going to talk about, this is the one I thought I was going to like the least, which, oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, that is YSL's La Nuit de L'Homme, and that's an eau de toilette. So yeah, yeah, I don't know if there's an eau de parfum. Okay, the next one and the final one is it's by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and it's Ultramale. This I should have tried to open pre-video, and I might have to cut this video. If you see there's a cut, it's because I'm gonna struggle, no, I got it, to open it. But this, I have heard many a good thing from guys in my life who like fragrances, and not even like our level of love fragrances, but just that are into fragrance. This is definitely a fragrance that people I've seen have worn, and true to Jean-Paul Gaultier, it is kind of like the bust, but like a male bust. And this has pear, lavender, mint, bergamot, lemon, cinnamon, clary sage, caraway, black vanilla musk, or black vanilla husk, sorry, amber, patchouli, and cedar. And this is a Francis Kurkdjian fragrance. So again, very high expectations. What I've heard is that people really like how ambery this is, and like a sweet amber. So let's see, well, maybe we'll spray it on this side. So they don't have a cap. It's always like these stoppers. So I'm gonna try to make sure that I don't lose track of it. But okay, let me pop this back on. Ooh, you guys, these are both so great, and they've so made up for that Voce Vita. I definitely get like a sweet, rich cinnamon amber, and I am 100% here for it. I also get like it's a really nice vanilla. There must be vanilla in this. Yes, black vanilla husk. I swear I got kind of vanilla-y vibes from the last one, but this is a lot more sweet. This is a lot more unisex in comparison to both of these male fragrances. This is a lot more unisex. It's very sweet, ultra delicious. It still has like a, it's still male leaning, I would say, but compared to the other one, to the YSL, this is even more unisex. Very sweet, almost like medicinal amber, which I'm 100% here for. I love this. Oh, I love it. And it actually reminds me very much of, in my second impressions video, I have to remember to compare this. It's reminding me of this solid perfume I have from Morocco, which is a Moroccan amber solid perfume. And you just kind of warm it up in your hands and you use on your pulse points. That's what it's reminding me of. And that's completely unisex. It just smells like Moroccan amber. It's very like medicinal and rich. Oh my God, it smells exactly like that. And I adore it. And that's why this is kind of reading to me as being a lot more unisex personally. You just have to be into that almost medicinal amber that's very, very sweet. So I love that. I don't get any mint. I know mint is a note that is worrisome to some people. Yeah, like Aura by Thierry Mugler. That's one of the main reasons people aren't super gravitated towards that. I wouldn't let that deter you. I'm not getting any minty freshness, spearmint or otherwise, from this. It just smells like the most delicious amber. And I don't have that scent, that Moroccan scent in like a spray. It's just a solid perfume, which I'm not super into solid fragrances. So I'm really, really happy to have this as part of my collection. All right, so as always, I'm going to put them in order from worst to best. I have to try to, I know already, I'm very aware that in last place I'm gonna put Voce Vita. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's actually almost faded away from my hand, which I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt because it was just like a rub off sample. But yeah, I just can't in good conscience recommend it, at least at full price. There are plenty of more orange blossom fragrances that I'm very much into and currently own that for me, it's not really bringing anything particularly interesting to the table. Now, moving into, ooh, this is gonna be hard. Moving into my second and first place, they're very, very, very close. I would say the only reason I'm gonna put this in second place for all of you as a recommendation, I would actually put Ultramale in first place because, as I said, it's a lot more unisex leaning, and that amber I feel like is gonna be more popular than this for everyone. However, I do have that solid perfume, and it's just like a touch less unique in my book, but it's literally like, if that's a 9.9, this is a 10. That's how close they are. Not saying that this is a 10 out of 10, but I was really pleasantly surprised by La Nuit de L'Homme by YSL. I really love this fragrance. As a first impression, it really did surprise me in the best way, and I love how like woody and fresh it is. So I definitely recommend this as a gift or for yourself. I would put that in first place. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. As always, don't forget to leave me in the comments below which one of these fragrances you'd be most likely to try. I'm actually curious if you have tried Voce Viva. Do you like it? Do you not? Do you agree? Don't you agree? Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.